What's up, guys, and welcome back to the Tim Sports Talk, and we have another play-by-play, and it is the Denver Broncos hosting the New England Patriots. As you can also see, I have a new microphone, so please tell me if it sounds okay. I told you guys I'd be getting one. I went ahead and made the purchase. Hopefully it sounds decent, and we could have a great stream. What up, Antoinette? Hopefully it's not picking up my breath, so I have it like sitting a little higher. I don't know. I'm trying to play around with it. We'll see how it goes. But who do you got? Who do you got? Well, I will select the Patriots. I think it's going to be tough for the Broncos to beat this Patriots team without their star young quarterback. Meanwhile, the Patriots do have their star young quarterback, so we'll see how this pans out. I'm going to take the Patriots, but to be honest with you, I'm rooting for the Broncos. I don't want to see May in the Super Bowl this early. I would be fine later. I don't hate May. Obviously, I was not a fan of him coming out, but I just don't want to hear us Commanders fans, like the fellow Commander fans, cry about how we took the wrong team. Did you buy a snowblower? I did not. And I was actually going to shovel my own stuff, and then these kids came walking around and knocking, and they're like, "Can I shovel all this stuff for $20?" And I was like, you know what? I respect it. I respect the hustle, and I'm glad these kids are out here trying to do something. So I said, you know what? I will pay you $20 to clean off the cars and shovel around them and everything. I think I ended up giving them $30. So, you know, that was nice of the kids, and hopefully they appreciated it as well. Good capitalism transfer there, you know? Antoinette got Denver. Sweet. Very good. How much snow do you get? Not very much. It's actually getting less and less as this sleet wintry mix rain is like knocking it down. But I think at one point, maybe this morning, we had maybe 4 to 6 inches. I didn't go out there and put a tape measure on it, but I don't know. If it was 8, that was max for sure. It was not a whole heck of a lot compared to what they were saying. I mean, it's a good snow. It's great. You know, if you were excited about snow, we certainly got snow, but they were talking about at one point of like 20+ inch snowstorm, and that did not come to fruition at all. They just wanted to shovel a celebrity's driveway. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So, it was good. Making James and Billy shovel snow is diabolical. Yeah. I had. Hey, what's the point of having 2 boys if they're not going to shovel your driveway for you? Come on. That's hilarious. What up, Daniel? All right, we're about to get this game underway. Patriots are 3.5-point favorites here on the road. And if last week is any indication of how good this team is going to be, I would not be shocked at all if the Patriots took it to this Broncos team. The one big difference is they are on the road compared to at home, like against Houston. But I would argue Houston is a better version of this Denver team. And, hey, the NFL is a week-to-week league, so you have no idea what teams you're going to get on a week-to-week basis. But as far as on paper, I would rather have the Houston roster than the Denver roster. But let's see what Sean Payton and the Broncos can do. It's going to be a kickoff into the end zone, out of bounds for a touchback. So the 35-yard line is where Denver will start this first drive. And here is Jarrett Stidham, former New England Patriots, had a little stint over there with the Raiders. I'm not sure if he bounced around anywhere else, but nonetheless, he lands here to have his first start in 2 years in the AFC Championship game. Sean Payton showed a lot of confidence in this young quarterback, or a veteran quarterback now at this point. And let's see if his confidence is warranted. What up, Daniel? Thanks for the super chat. Appreciate no note, but thank you for supporting. All right, here we go. Single back formation, takes the snap, handoff straight ahead, and Harvey, not a whole lot of room, will fight forward for a gain of about a yard, yard and a half, and Denver handing it off up the middle to start this thing off. Not a shock. You have your backup quarterback in. You certainly don't want to come out guns a-blazes. Got to make that defense really respect the run. Mike Vrabel also understanding that, and his team was ready for it, blowing it up for 1 yard gain. Offset I formation to the right side here. Jarrett Stidham puts a man in motion all the way from left to right now. Stidham calling out the middle linebacker. Under center, takes the snap. Handoff up the middle again to the right side. Not a lot of room here for Harvey. Harvey slipping, but nothing there. Losing a half yard or so on the play. And that will put the Broncos on a 3rd and 9. I was going to complain about everything in my life, but then I got on YouTube and saw Tim was calling the game, and all my problems went away. Thank you, Daniel. Here we go. In the shotgun. 3 receivers bunch to the left side. Stays on the left side here is number 13. Now he's moving again. Goes into the slot on the left side. Here we go. Takes the snap, looking to throw. 4-man rush. Avoids it. Good pressure. Coming from the backside. Has to get rid of it. Out of bounds if it was a fumble anyway, but looks like most likely an incomplete pass. And the Patriots will get a quick 3 and out here with a great 4-man pressure. I mean, that was just too easy. What was Bowles doing? Williams also just destroys number 74. Was that pinning? Did I read that right? No. No, Powers. I was about to say, no way did he find his way over here in Denver. But okay. Ben Powers got beat pretty good there by Williams. Now it's the Broncos rookie Crawshaw in to send it away here to the Patriots. No school tomorrow. Nice, nice. Stidham's handoff has already done more this postseason than C.J. Stroud. Oh, man. There's the punt, and a really good punt to flip the field and pin them back around the 10 maybe. Let's see where they stop. And they're going to give them the 8-yard line. Great punt there by Crawshaw to force Drake May and the Patriots offense to have to drive the field to get on the board first. What up, Jut? What do you think about Philip Rivers interviewing to become the Buffalo head coach? I think it's interesting. I mean, obviously it's a big risk that you're taking, but when you have a guy that has 20-year experience as a quarterback, that there's a lot to game planning, a lot to understanding of the game that comes in with that. So I think that he actually could have a really good shot. Is he a motivator? Is he a guy that can bring in a great staff? Those are all big question marks. But I don't hate it on a face level. It's just there's obviously some other obstacles you have to jump. Takes a snap, handoff straight ahead, and barreling forward for a gain of about 5 or so is Ramondre Stevenson, 2nd and 5, coming up here for the Patriots. What up, Cookie? No school tomorrow. Nice, nice. We need Anthony Lynn to get his head coaching job for the Picks. Now you're talking. All right, here we go. 2nd and 5, 13 minutes to go here in the first quarter. I formation. Man in motion here is Hooper. Stays on the right. Takes the snap. Handoff up the middle here is Stevenson. Stevenson this time gets swallowed up for no gain. Great job, Greenlaw and Singleton in on the tackle. Now it's 3rd and 5. Everybody's expecting these two teams to have a big defensive battle. The over-under was 41.5 when this game started. So certainly not expected a very high-scoring affair, but you never know how Drake May and this Patriots offense can get rolling at times. Let's see if they can keep this drive alive. Drake May in the shotgun. Last week they were 3 for 14 against Houston on 3rd down. 3 receivers to the right side, empty backfield, takes a snap, 4-man rush, steps up, throws to the left side, and it's nearly intercepted. Oh, man, nearly picked off. Hufanga jumping the little slant route and nearly took that the other way, but he does not hang on. Oh, it's such an easy interception that he would love to have that one back. Good defense there by Diggs playing a little bit corner there, like his brother, to knock it out of his hands as well. But if he were to have 10 chances at that, at least 70 to 80% of those would be caught. So Drake May is going to have to clean that up. Behringer to punt it away from deep in his own territory. There's the punt. And it will be caught at about the 42 and dragged backwards. So the 42-yard line is where this drive will start. Oh, they're going to say he lost a couple. So 40-yard line is where they will start. Schooler with a nice gunner out there to make the tackle. And that is where Stidham and the Broncos will take over this next drive. A lot of comments. You guys are killing it. 42 of you in the chat already. Appreciate you being here. Hit the like button and the subscribe button. I'm seeing no complaints about my new microphone, so that's a good start. Yeah, let me know if there's any notes, maybe even kind words. Does the mic sound good? I'm self-conscious about it, as you guys can tell. First stream with the new mic. Is that the same Greenlaw that tore his Achilles jumping on the sideline? Yes. That's a funny pig. Oh, what did pig say? We need... Oh, yeah, that's funny. I agree with that one. Hey, Tim, do you give Broncos a chance without Nix? Yeah. I mean, defensively, it's going to be a nasty weather game, it looks like. The rain, it looks like, out there. So anything's possible, for sure. I mean, I do think the Patriots are favored, but you never know. What a punt. Yeah, it was a great punt by Crawshaw earlier. Mike McCarthy, the Steelers is poop. That's insane to me. That is insane. How old is Mike McCarthy? Mike McCarthy is 62 years old. That has to be the oldest coach they've hired so far. I mean, it's only their fourth head coach in 50 years or whatever. But I am very surprised. But hey, you know what, though? Mike McCarthy fits the bill. Really good regular seasons, craps out in the playoffs. Right? There you go. Thought the Steelers would hire Flores. Yeah, I don't know why Flores was not at the top of their list. But Mike McCarthy is definitely respected around the league. His run game is awful. But he has had really good records in the regular season. So, I don't know. Can I get a 10-piece nugget meal? Uh-oh. That's what it sounds like? Or just what looks like, I guess. Okay, that was the day I lost respect for Snyder. Uh-oh. You had to bring up Zorn? Oh, yeah, geez. It's clear. Sounds good. Awesome. Sounds good, says Daniel. Perfect. McDaniel teaming up with Harbaugh. Chargers offense are going to be strong next year. Yep. Tim sounds like a chainsaw and a garbage disposal. Better with the new mic, though. Well played, Sasquatchio. Well played. Three receivers to the left side. Pistol formation at their own 41. Stidham takes the snap. Four-man rush. Pressure coming. Escapes it. Now rolls to his right side. Keeps his eyes downfield. Pumping. Now throws on the move. And he had a man open who could not bring it in. Was R.J. Harvey at the sideline. And it's now 2nd and 10. Sounds great, though. There you go. Who do you want Washington to draft at number 7? Probably Bailey or Howell. Those are my two that I like at the top of my list right now. When Mike McCarthy is available, you have to get him. Is that what Art Rooney actually said? Oh, it's an illegal touching. All right, so that's going to be a penalty against the Broncos. 2nd and 10 now. 4 receivers to the left side here for Stidham. Man in motion left to right. 3 receivers to the left in the shotgun. Resetting now is Stidham. A lot of guys in the line of scrimmage here for the Patriots. They're showing blitz. Takes the snap, and they send it. Quick throw to the right side, and he cannot connect. Oh, that stinks. Marvin Mims, his intended target, and he had room to run with that all-out blitz on the screen pass, but Stidham and him not on the same page, And now it's 3rd and 10 coming up here for the Broncos. Bain. 60 is the new 40. Whippersnapper. There you go. Fair enough, Paul. Tell us how it is. All right, man in motion here, right to left. Here is Sutton. 3 receivers to the left side now. Stidham calling out the linebacker, scanning the field. Takes the snap, drops back to pass. 4-man rush. This time has good protection. Going deep, has a step on his man. Caught! It's caught downfield! Marvin Mims down at the 6-yard line! And a huge pass out of nowhere by Jarrett Stidham. And that's going to put them into the red zone. Oh, yeah, Christian Gonzalez, I guess, thought he had safety help. He slows down. And, yeah, he's looking at his guys like, where are you at? And Christian Gonzalez makes the tackle. Somebody made a mistake on that one, whether it be Christian or the safety. And Jarrett Stidham takes advantage of their mistake. Bang. So that's going to put the Broncos here 1st and goal from the 7. And it looks like it's going to be a timeout Denver. Not sure why they couldn't get their play in, but nonetheless here with 11:06 to go in the first quarter, Denver will have 1st and goal from the Patriots 7-yard line. Stidham's pass, Cardinals got their guy. Put some respect on his name, says KP. That's right. We had 48 of you in the chat. If you haven't already, hit that like button and subscribe. Pretty please. All right. Here we go. Single back formation. Man in motion here is Bryant from right to left. Takes the snap, hands off to Bryant. Bryant makes a man miss. Zigging and zagging, but really good, clean team defense by the Patriots. And even though there was some slipped tackles on that one, the Patriots stayed home and made the tackle for no gain. 2nd and goal now from the 7. Peyton over Vrabel. Peyton with a few breaks has a couple of Super Bowls. Uh-oh. Tim, you see the guy that fill his cart with milk and bread? No. Single back formation. Harvey, the running back, takes the snap, play action, roll to his right side, goes to the end zone, has a man wide open, is Courtland Sutton! And the Broncos strike first here in the first quarter, 6-0, pending an extra point. Oh, man, Christian Gonzalez, the man near the play again, the great young corner, getting beat twice in a row. Oh, it's zone defense. Never mind. It's the safety that was the player that was the closest to him, Christian Gonzalez, with his eyes in the backfield, making sure that somebody doesn't come underneath into the flat. And right behind him was Courtland Sutton. There's the snap, the hold. The kick is up. The kick is good. And it's now 7-0. Denver on top with 10:19 to go in the first quarter. If he wins this game, he will be wanted. And if they go on and win the Super Bowl, he will be gone to his own team. Yeah, is he a free agent? Or do they have him under a contract of a backup? 50 of you in the chat. Appreciate y'all being here. If you haven't already, hit that like button and subscribe. Now, do you think he's better than Forbes, Tim? Yes, I do think he's better than Forbes. I mean, I know he's better than Forbes, but what do I know? Let's keep the Pats out of the bowl, please. I agree with that. I just want the Patriots to win after we win. Okay, that's all I ask. And then I don't have to listen to everybody talk about how we should have drafted Drake May. I can just be like, hey, we got our own. It's fine. Sean will get a draft pick because he'll trade him. It's not a bad move. Let's see. Jarrett Stidham contract. Yeah, he is under 2-year contract. Wow. Yeah, so he is under contract for next year. Sneaky, sneaky little Sean Payton there. What up, Susan? Hey, Tim. Burr, how cold is it in the DMV? Here, it's 28 here. What is it here? Let's see. Right now, in my area, it's only 30. It's just 30 right now. Perfect snow weather. But it feels like 13. Oh my gosh. The real feel is 13 according to my app. Hey, Tim. No, Sean will get a draft pick. Yeah. So did Sean Payton purposely Nancy Kerrigan bone? He looked at the remaining field and said, "You know what? I don't need you to win the Super Bowl this time, Bo. I want to get more capital with Jarrett Stidham." 11 degrees there in Central Illinois. Jeez. All right, there's the kick. And it's going to be caught at the 4-yard line. Here's the return down the right side and finds a little lane, but then finally closes quickly, tripped up and around the 32-yard line. And that is where the Patriots will start their second drive of the day. Dang, Christian Gonzalez getting pelted. They have Christian Gonzalez getting destroyed. Oh, no, they're all zeros. Okay, never mind. They just made it look like it was Christian Gonzalez there because of the 0. But technically, everybody in the little clip here is a 0. All right, man in motion is Diggs left to right. 2 running backs in the backfield. Takes the snap, looking to throw. Has time, throws underneath. It'll be caught by Diggs, and Diggs will dive ahead for a gain of 6, 2nd and 4 at their own 39-yard line. I'm just asking questions. Peyton told the doctors to make sure the ankle was broken in the tent. Yeah, exactly. Oops. All right, I formation. Man in motion here. Takes the snap. Hand off to the right side. Cuts up is Ramondre Stevenson, who's going to get tackled just shy of the first down marker. Greenlaw in on the tackle, and it'll bring up now 3rd and 1 at their own 42-yard line. Here we go. Tim, do we trade Payday Payne, or will a 3rd-round pick suffice? Do we trade Payne? I don't think so. Takes the snap, handoff up the middle here is Stevenson, and he dives straight ahead for the first down. Just enough. Move the chains here for the Patriots. Like a mute thing? No, there isn't. I'm gonna mute my mic some other way, I think. No, wait, there's a mute button here, I think. I'll try it in a second. 3 receivers to the left side. 1st and 10 now at their own 43. May calling out the linebacker, scanning the field here. 4 seconds of the play clock gets reset. May takes the snap. Quick throw to the left side. It'll be caught by Diggs, and he gets crushed. Stays on his feet, though, and loses a couple extra yards for his second effort. Hufanga comes up and makes the initial hit. Or no. Was it McMillan? Who came up and made the initial hit? Hufanga was just celebrating at the end. I thought it was him. No, it was McMillan who comes up, and then the rest of the team is there to clean him up. All right, now it's 2nd and 12 after the loss of a couple. Breeze can't throw anymore, though. 3 receivers to the left. at their own 41. Man in motion here, left to right is Hooper. Takes the snap. Four-man rush. Stepping up, going deep down the left sideline. And perfect coverage by Patrick Surtain. Kayshon Boutte was the intended target, and Patrick Surtain just blanketed coverage. Textbook, eyes around, no hanging and holding, just has his arm across his body to make sure he knows where he's at. He doesn't hold his arms down. That is absolutely beautiful. Every single film room should have that rep in it to show the young players how should they cover a go ball. That was beautiful by Patrick Surtain. Right in the pocket. Everything was perfect. Three receivers to the right side, takes the snap, three-man rush, pressure coming, and gets rid of it just in time. Diggs makes the catch, but he will get dragged down, and he will be nowhere near the first down marker. 4th and 9 coming up here for the Patriots. Good job, Drake May, just getting rid of the football right before he got sacked there. And Patriots most likely will have to, Nick Bonito. Is Will Campbell healthy right now? Yeah, Will Campbell, the rookie, got destroyed that rep by Nick Bonito. All right, here's the punt coming from the Patriots. Takes the snap. There's the punt. Back to receive is Mims. It's a bad punt. Takes a decent bounce for the Patriots, but not great. It'll be at the 22-yard line is where the Patriots will give the ball back to the Broncos. And here we go. Mel Kiper's mock Washington taking Ruben Bain Jr. I mean, I don't hate Ruben Bain Jr. I just don't think he's the pass rusher that we are really hoping for. I think he sets the edge fantastic. And honestly, he comps pretty good to a Dorrance Armstrong. So he could be a really good player. Like, if we took Ruben Bain, I'm not freaking out. I don't view this as a comparable, horrible draft choice like we've had in the past. I think that could be still a very strong player to have on the defensive side of the football. I just don't see him as a, Von Miller or Dwight Freeney or, I don't know, Myles Garrett that is just going to take over the game. But if he were to be here, obviously I'd be rooting for him to prove me wrong. Here's the Broncos DZ, Vance Joseph, yeah. That is cool to have an ex-head coach be willing to come over there and coach your team as a at a lower level, like a coordinator. I feel like that doesn't happen all that often. It's pretty. I think that shows that your organization is pretty well ran. Even with Payne's $27 million price tag, Washington still has a huge amount of cap space available this upcoming season. True. Would Bailey be too high at 7? Bailey is the more difference maker in the pass rusher department, in my opinion. That guy's so fast. The first step is insane. But now he would have another problem where on first and second down in the run game, he would have to get a stronger anchor, where Ruben Bain would be stronger on that front. But as far as like, hey, it's third down, we need you to go get a pressure, I would trust Bailey more than I would trust a Bain. What teams do you have today? I have the Seahawks and Patriots as what my sports gambling is telling me, but my heart wants the Broncos and the Rams. Tim's wants Keldrick Falk. I mean, that's worst case scenario right there. That right there is the equivalent of drafting Forbes. According to Over the Cap, Washington has $63 million in cap space. Yes. All right, here we go. Broncos 7, Patriots 0. Broncos have the ball at their own 23-yard line with 6:33 to go here in the first quarter. Single back formation here is Stidham. Man in motion is Troutman, the tight end, left to right. They get reset after a shift now. 3 receivers bunched on the right side. Single back formation is Harvey. Takes the snap, handoff straight ahead, makes the first guy miss, now has a lane, and he's going to go right through the safety and push the pile for a gain of 9. Nice play there by R.J. Harvey, who got initially pressured in the backfield, made one nice move, and then the offensive line did the rest. Lattimore can be like, oh, yes. Ruben is relentless. Can't teach that. He's disruptive hybrid at the end. I think you could stand him up also. I think he'd be a good player at the next level. I do. 2 receivers each way, and the shotgun here is Stidham. Takes the snap, play action, rolling to his right side. Stidham, 2nd and 1, going to check it down underneath. Has his man, and that's enough for a first down, is Pat Bryant. Gain of 3. It will put them at the 34-yard line. 1st and 10 coming up here for the Broncos. Take non-tackling Luvu and Lattimore. Yeah. Yep. All right. 2 receivers each way. In the shotgun here is Stidham. Puts the man in motion here, right to left. Takes the snap, handoff to... No, keeping it is Stidham, wide open, and Stidham will slide for a gain of 8 to the 42-yard line. Jared Stidham with the QB keeper on the read option. Yeah, nobody was believing he was keeping it, including number 44. Is that Chason? Who's 44 for them? I think that's Chason. Yeah, Clavon Chason just absolutely gets lost in the sauce out there, and Jared Stidham makes him look silly. All right. Jared Stidham, under center, I formation here. Heavy set, takes the snap, handoff up the middle here is Harvey. Harvey, little slow to the line, and he's going to get maybe a half inch away from the first down marker. Did they actually give him the first down? Looked to me like he was just a hair shy, according to that yellow line, but it looks like the refs are going to give it to him, and he will move the chains. All right, 1st and 10 here. Jarrett Stidham goes under center. 3 receivers bunch to the right side. Man in motion here. Takes the snap. Handoff up the middle. Nice play by... it's only going to get a gain for about a yard. But, man, this time they were saying, no, if Stidham keeps it, we're going to be all over him because he had a chance to blow that run play up immediately. R.J. Harvey had a second life after that, but unfortunately he could not find a lane for himself. Good defense there by the Patriots to hold him to a 1-yard gain. Now Denver at their own 45-yard line. Second and 9. 3:14 to go in the first quarter. Spillane injured on the play. We have a commercial break. All right. Feel much better with that. Oh, I didn't have the chat in under me. Oops. Let me fix that right now. There we go. Now slide, baby, slide. Yeah. Tim, do you own a slide? I do not at this moment. It's 63 of you in the chat. Appreciate you being here. If you haven't already, hit that like button and subscribe. The tip is 11 degrees. Feels like it's negative 18. Jeez. That's disgusting. Tim, didn't ESPN fire the cameraman for showing no idea. I know what you're talking about as far as like what the shenanigans were, but I have no idea. I just don't know. Don't particularly care either. Sanders still, aka Frozone, could stand to add some bulk. He got bulldozed several times last year. Yeah, he's only 5'9", 90 pounds, something like that. It's definitely not a big NFL player, that's for sure. All right. Here we go. Sutton in motion, left to right. 3 receivers to the right side now. In the shotgun, 2nd and 9 at their own 45-yard line. Jarrett Stidham scanning the field. Takes the snap. Blitz coming. Handoff up the middle. Here is Harvey, and he gets hit immediately at the line of scrimmage. And number 31 for New England is Craig Woodson. Rookie 4th-round pick. Comes up and makes the hit. 3rd down and 9 coming up for the Broncos. Little rookie-on-rookie action there. R.J. Harvey, also a rookie. 2nd-round pick there for the Broncos. 3 receivers bunched to the right side. In the shotgun, takes the snap. Blitz coming. Has time. Good protection. Now throws over to the left side. And, oh, Sutton couldn't quite locate it until the very last second. Nearly got his hands on it, but ends up dropping it. 4th and 9. Cortland Sutton looking like he did not expect the football at all when he came out of that break. And, yeah, that ball was on him immediately as that head got around, but he could not hang on to it. And it's now 4th and 9, and the Broncos will be forced to punt it away here in New England. Crawshaw back to punt it away, standing on his own 32-yard line. There's the snap. There's the kick. Line drive kick, and it will bounce at about the 2 and right into the end zone. It goes. Carson Beck cost Miami Hurricanes underthrown ball. Yeah, I mean, but to his credit, he looked fantastic in that game as well to keep him in it. So, respect to Carson Beck where deserved. I think he had a great season for him, and he was a big part of the reason why they got there. So, I'm not hating on him after that performance. Obviously, he would love to have that throw back if he could, though. 1st and 10, 2:20 to go here in the first quarter. 7-0 Broncos. They just punted it away, so New England has it at their own 20-yard line. Can they get on the board here in front of their home crowd? 2 tight ends to the left, 2 receivers out wide to the right. Single back formation as Henderson takes the snap straight ahead. Henderson will move the pile for a gain of about 4 to the 24-yard line. I'm hating on him, Tim. I mean, I didn't like Carson Beck coming in, so he impressed me that game. So that's where I'm at. I was a big hater of Carson Beck going into that game. Not impressed me enough to go get drafted, though. Absolutely not. Now, if we're talking draft, I'm back to a hater. Single back formation, takes the snap, play action, rolling to his right side, tries to get around it, stiff arms. No, he cannot escape. And Robinson comes up with the sack. 9-yard losses. Q Robinson. Drake May tried to stiff arm him, but he could not stay on his feet. Great job there by Robinson. I mean, he slows down Hunter Henry just enough. He does a great job to not get a face mask call. Man, he nearly grabbed that face mask. But here we go, 3rd and 15 now. 3 receivers to the left side. May in the shotgun. Takes a snap, 4-man rush. Good protection. Throws it underneath and incomplete. Looking for Stevenson. Good coverage on the back end. And this Broncos defense continues to hold strong, and so far, Denver's offense has looked a whole lot better than their last week's opponent. Carson Beck is the greatest choke artist in all of college football. Every stop he's had, he has ended in a complete meltdown. Wow. Wow! Harsh words. Here's Behringer to punt it away. And Mims going to catch it at the 42 and gets hit immediately again. Schooler does a great job to get there right as the play happens. Makes the quick tackle and not let Mims get out in the open field. Mims, a fantastic returner. So far, Schooler has been doing the work. I mean, the obvious. Never mind. You're right. You're right. Never mind, Pig. Never mind. I'm going to just assume that you knew where I was going with that, and we're going to move on. We Washington fans can only dream of a defense like the Broncos have. True. I wish Washington had a defense like Denver. Both of you saying that at the same time is hilarious. What's up, Billy? 67 of you in the chat so far. Appreciate you. If you haven't already, hit that like button and subscribe. Horrible throw. May feels uncomfortable. Yeah. All right, 43-yard line, Denver. Man, Denver is winning a very underrated stat, right? It's almost like a lost art to a lot of coaches these days, but Sean Payton is living by it, and that is the field position battle. Starting, I don't know what the exact averages are, but Denver's got to have an average starting line of around 35-ish yard line or better. And the Patriots have to be inside their own 20 so far. So it's huge. I want Denver to win, but I don't think they will. Super Bowl will be Patriots versus Seahawks. Well, so far the Broncos have been looking fantastic, but you never know. Patriots can absolutely get going any minute. So it's a lot of football left, as we're not even out of the first quarter yet. Jarrett Stidham breaks the huddle, goes under center, calls out the linebacker again, scanning the field. Two tight ends on the right, two receivers to the left. Takes the snap, handoff up the middle, straight ahead is McLaughlin. McLaughlin finds a small crease, and will get a gain of 4. And it's now 2nd and 6 at the 47-yard line. This could be the final play of this first quarter. All right. Puts a man in motion here. Right to left, takes the snap. Blitz coming. Quick throw to the left side. Has a man open. Turns upfield, and it's Evan Ingram who's going to get it right to the first down marker. Move the chains for the Broncos. And that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Denver 7, Patriots 0. Denver looking to extend their lead as they just go across midfield into New England territory. All right, let's hop into Weddle for this game. Why not? Weddle, so the one touchdown was one Cortland Sutton. We are a receiver in the AFC, not the AFC West. We're younger than 28. We have a low number. Not the AFC West. Okay, interesting. Shorter than 6'2" as well. We could be... No, I think... No, I don't think we can be him. We could be Garrett Wilson, right? Doesn't he wear number 1? Oh, is he hurt? Okay, I guess he's hurt. I always forget that you can't be injured players. Okay, let me keep going then. North. Oh, we could be Flowers. We could be Zay Flowers. A young receiver on Baltimore. Is this Bateman? It is Rashad Bateman. There you go. We got the wrong young receiver on Baltimore the first time we did that. Los Halcones, Marinos, Zilran Los Años, Compones. I'm awful. I tried. I don't even know what I just said. You may have just made me get canceled. I have no idea. Don't know what I just said. I am a English speaker. 'Tis what I do. I missed the commercial there, DB. Oopsies. All right, so we're coming out into the second quarter now. Denver has the ball at the Patriots' 47-yard line here. Jared Stidham breaks the huddle, single back formation. Puts a man in motion here. Left to right is Sutton. 2 tight ends on the left side. Takes the snap. Play action. Stidham going to check it down underneath. Caught by McLaughlin. Turns upfield, and the Patriots are all over him. He does split it, but he's only going to get a gain of a yard as Gibbons makes the quick tackle. The cheese is old and moldy. Give Broncos the edge with the altitude. True. Home field advantage is seriously a big deal in these situations. That's for sure. Agreed on that. All right, 2nd down and 9 coming up here for the Broncos. 14.5 to go here in the second quarter. Man in motion here, right to left. That is Lil Jordan Humphrey. Takes the snap, looking to throw. Pumping, quick throw to the right side, caught by Sutton, and Sutton will get a good gain here on 2nd down to make it 3rd down and manageable around the 40-yard line. 3rd and 3 coming up here for the Broncos. He said the Seahawks will be champions? Who said that? Third and 3. Talking about me? I think the winner of whoever the NFC will be the champion. In the shotgun here, Stidham. Scanning the field, takes the snap. 4-man rush. Looking, quick throw to the left side. It'll be caught, and Lil Jordan Humphrey gets enough for the first down. Gain of 5 to the Patriots' 35-yard line. That was right in front of Carlton Davis. Here we go. Oh, he said that in Spanish. Got it. Los Halcones, so that's Seahawks, I guess. Marinos, the Seabirds, I guess. The Sea Falcons. Takes the snap. Handoff up the middle here is Harvey. Harvey finding a crease, diving ahead for a gain of 9, 2nd and 1. Campeones. This champion. I like it. I like it. Center on, going to be. Okay. I can put that together. I can buy into that translation. I like how Hokones is like Hawks and Falcon in one word. Hawksbury, no C, yeah. Handoff up the middle, and enough for the first down on a fullback run. And it's now 1st and 10 again for the Broncos at the Patriots' 23-yard line. I mean, this has just been an absolute clinic for Sean Payton. The play calling has been spectacular on both sides of the football, protecting his backup quarterback, but also giving him opportunities to make plays. Running a lot right now. I formation, heavy set, little RSO right here. Takes the snap, handoff up the middle. Here is Harvey. Harvey with a nice move, and he will fight forward for a gain of 3, 2nd and 7. Get the RSO going right there for you, Roger. Loving it. Rams winning tonight. Going for Rams, but Seahawks too much for him. Gotcha. All right, here we go. 2 tight ends on the left, 2 receivers to the right. 2nd and 8 at the 21, takes the snap. Stidham looking to pass. 4-man rush, good protection, rolling to his left side, keeps his eyes downfield. He's going to keep it, and he's only going to get a gain of about 1.5 yards just inside the red zone. Go the Broncos. 3rd down and a long 6 coming up for them. There was a couple of open receivers for a second. If he wanted it, like some back shoulders. They were tight windows, though. Stidham does a good job not turning it over and just getting a positive gain out of it. 10.5 to go here in the second quarter. 2 receivers each way. Stidham. Scanning the field. 1 second on the play clock. Takes the snap. Blitz coming. Rolling to his right immediately. Keeps his eyes downfield. Wait, Stidham wants to keep it. And Stidham diving, but he's just shy of the first down marker. All right, so it's 4th and 1. How aggressive is Sean Payton going to be in Patriots territory? At the 14-yard line, they've been running the ball very well, especially in short yardage situations. Do they do it again? Here we go. Right now, they've ran it 14 times compared to 11 passes. Good balanced attack here for Sean Payton, going after this Patriots defense that's played very tough. 4th and 1. They're going to go for it for now. 9.5 to go, but there's only 2 seconds on the play clock. They will call the timeout. So with 9:28 to go, they will discuss it. Will they keep the offense on the field or settle for a field goal? Looks like Sean Payton will keep the offense on the field. He's got his whole play sheet ready to rock and roll. Going for Rams, but Seahawks too much for him. All right. In this battle, I actually kind of do agree with just taking the points, but I also understand a 4th and 1 is very doable, especially with your offensive line that you believe in. I mean, and you've been running the ball fairly well so far. 14 carries, 46 yards is not great, but it's just shy. No, excuse me. I was doing it math off 12. No, it's actually about 3.5 yards a carry-ish. All right. Single back formation. Harvey, the running back. So they got to go for it now. Little Jordan Humphrey takes the snap, fakes it, rolling to his right, has it, immediately throws it underneath, and it's intercepted! It doesn't matter. Either way, it's a turnover on downs. And the Broncos will fail the 4th down and give the Patriots some life. And will that be what Drake May and Mike Vrabel need to get back on it? Great pressure. They would have had an open receiver underneath if he was able to have a little bit more time. It was an incomplete pass, by the way. But none that doesn't matter because it is a turnover on downs. Patriots will take over at their own 14-yard line. I understand both perspectives here. In a defensive battle game like this, I do like the idea of, especially when you believe in your defense so much. I don't. I like the idea of just taking the points there, but I'm also not gonna say that a 4th and 1 with your offense that you believe in has a very good shot, 50% or more shot of getting that first down, and maybe you can get 7 instead of 3. Um, but I can see both sides. I really can. So anybody in the chat talking about how they would have taken it, I don't hate your decision for that. I think that would have been a good move. Because it's a 10-0 lead right now when you are going against a team that scored literally 0 points so far. The more you could stack up, the more daunting it could feel. Even if you had another 3, 4 just field goals, that would feel really, really tough. Why not run the ball? I guess you're assuming that they're going to sell out on the run, which they kind of did, but they were able to really, really do a good job of adjusting to attacking to sit them on the play action. So, yeah, I mean, credit to the Patriots. They did a great job there. Credit to the Patriots. Hello, hello? This thing can get a little loose. Okay. Paying for audio, says Pig. Oh, snap. Okay. I guess this thing can get a little loose. I got to make sure, be conscious of that. So thank you, KP, for calling me. Good to know people that watch the chat. All right. Apologies for that side, but here we go. All right. Hopefully you can hear me now. Let me bring this up just so I have that in the future. Okay. All right. We got 2nd down because it looked like a big pass there by Drake May that we just missed. Mac Hollins with a 20-yard completion. Oh, now this is calling me. But here we go. All right. Yeah, this thing can get a little loose, I guess. I got to be careful about that when I get excited or something. All right, we're figuring out. We're figuring out. He has nice eyes. All right, here we go. Man in motion. Bote. Two running backs in the backfield. Here comes a five-man rush. Steps up, throws underneath. It'll be caught by Diggs. And Diggs will get a gain of about 4, setting up 3rd down and 4. Yeah, I was not reading the chat. Paying for audio. Sorry, Pig. I have to send a super chat to get audio. Appreciate everybody. I was locked into the game, man. I was dropping you guys some knowledge too. Poor you guys missing all of that ability. That's hilarious. All right, here we go. It's 3rd down and 3 here for the Patriots. Takes the snap. 4-man rush. May steps up, avoids the rush, and May will go down with a sack. On my book, that's not a sack because he got back to the line of scrimmage. I believe a sack is a tackle behind the line of scrimmage. But nonetheless, Allen will get the tackle and prevent another 1st down. So the Patriots at their own 38, drive will stall, and they have to now punt it away. Now, they do have a big opportunity to flip the field at the very least. Try to win that field position battle and get the field going the other way. Here we go. Blitz coming. Nearly got the pressure on the punt, but he does get it off. Fair caught is going to happen at the 17-yard line, and that is where Denver will get this next drive. Tim likes talking to himself. Now you know. For the first time, I'm agreeing with everything Tim is saying. Tim didn't warm up the mic before using it out of the box. This is why warm up your cards when it's cold. Yeah, no, it's just a little this little thing here. It's a piece like so. Yeah, you could literally take it out like that, right? So I got to make sure it doesn't come loose at all in the middle of getting animated or something. Tim, you could forward my payment from Pig Super Chat. Yeah, exactly. Tim didn't want us to hear all the curse words he was saying about that Denver on 4th and 1. I was getting real animated out there. No, but I was saying a lot of good stuff about Drake May. I don't know how much you guys are like, not necessarily good stuff, but just talking about May in general, that this season I have been so impressed every time I've watched Drake May with how poised in the pocket he has been. Just stands tall, delivers a fantastic football, very accurate, and the offensive line has been giving him fantastic time. And I wonder, today is the first time I've seen him be a bit antsy in the pocket. His feet have not been set at times, and he's definitely a bit nervous. And what I really believe is happening is Denver's actually benefiting from the pressure that Houston put on put on him last week. Because he got hit a lot. Sack, fumbles. He was all over the place. Threw some picks. Like Houston, Will Anderson, and Danielle Hunter were in that backfield a ton. And now that might be getting to his head a little bit because now he has Nick Benito and Cooper on the outside that are now also still bringing pressure. He hasn't really faced that kind of pressure all season, right? And it's been a pretty easy going. We talk about the schedule, right? Drake, the schedule May. And this is the first time he's had back-to-back weeks of really elite edge rushing and great defensive play calling to get pressure on him. And it seems to show early in this AFC Championship game. That's going to be something that the coaches, in my opinion, need to talk to him about and make sure that he can calm down, get back to the Drake May that had won him the MVP this season, stand tall in that pocket and deliver a beautiful pass. All right, at their own 17-yard line. In the shotgun is Stidham, takes the snap, handoff up the middle here. A little shake and bake here is Harvey, who spins off the first tackler, and will get a gain of 5, setting up 2nd and 5 now at their own 22-yard line. It's still talking, right? Good. 2nd and 5. 5.5 to go here in the second quarter. Two receivers each way. Stidham scanning the field. Takes the snap. Looking to throw. Quick throw to the right side and incomplete. Looking for Cortland Sutton. Christian Gonzalez right there as the football got there. A little thrown behind him as well. 3rd down and 5 coming up here for the Broncos with 5:09 to go in the second quarter. I think it's because, or I don't know. Never mind. I'm just going to go away from it. He's been sacked 2 times at this rate. He'll be dropped 7 or 8 before the game's end, potentially. 3rd down and 5. 3 receivers bunch to the right, left side. Man in motion here is little Jordan Humphrey. Takes the snap. 5-man rush, pumping. A little bit of a pressure. Now throws underneath. It'll be caught by Mims, who gets the first down. Great job by Jarrett Stidham, standing tall. Man, he had pressure all around him, and he's able to, I shouldn't say standing tall, he just delivers a ball with a lot of pressure around him. And Mims does the rest. Move the chains, and Denver will stay on the field at their own 27-yard line. 60 of you in the chat. Appreciate you being here. If you haven't already, hit that like button. Man in motion here, right to left. Now back to the right. Takes the snap. Handoff up the middle here as McLaughlin cuts back and has a nice lane. Gets tripped up for a gain of 5. 2nd and 5 now at Denver 32-yard line. All right, here we go. Oof, Pat Bryant potentially out for this game with a hamstring injury. Elijah Moore, his replacement, number 81. Former Jet. Elijah Moore goes in motion, takes the snap, handoff here to McLaughlin. McLaughlin will get hit for a 1-yard gain by Chasen. 3.5 to go here in the second quarter. 3rd down and 4 for the Broncos. Tim, I have to say, this is the most in sync with the telecast your call has ever been. There you go. I'll take it. CBS, very in sync with the ESPN, apparently. Good for them. Pat Bryant, great college player. I guess, let me guess. 3 receivers to the right. Troutman in motion, stays on the right side. Stidham in the shotgun, gives a little check. They get reset. 2 seconds, 1, takes the snap, blitz coming. Pumping. Now just has to get rid of it. Ooh, does that go backwards? Is that a fumble? And they're going to say for now it's a touchdown. Hold the phone. There is also a flag on the play. What's the flag? Let's see. 2:50 to go here in the second quarter. Does this go backwards? They have yet to show a replay. He tried to just get rid of it at the last second, but even if he threw it, if it goes backwards, that's a touchdown. There is a flag, though. I don't even know what the flag is yet. Oh, it's going to be intentional grounding. So that's the flag. So if it's a fumble, then this is a scoop and score. He has the red flag just in case. Let's take a look at this line. Does Stidham throw it forward or backwards here? That's backwards. That is backwards. That's a scoop and score. This is a tie game. That goes backwards from his hand. That's a flag. Or sorry, throw the flag. That goes backwards. That's a fumble. Are you going to throw it or what? Oh, he blew the whistle dead? Did somebody blow the whistle? Wait, why is it his first down at the Patriots? Who blew the whistle? All right, they're going to call it a fumble, but apparently you can't advance it because somebody blew a whistle. But that is definitely backwards. And they're going to scoop it up at the 12-yard line, and the Patriots will take over. So somebody blew the whistle. All right. So the Patriots get some life here with a turnover. He was trying to set up a screen pass to Badie out of the backfield, and instead it's now a turnover. Patriots have the ball at the 12-yard line. Single back formation. Takes the snap. Drake May, quick throw to the left side, caught by Booty, and he gets hit. Nice tackle by Riley Moss, but it is going to be a gain of 6 to the Denver 6-yard line. 2nd down and 4 coming up here for the Patriots. Wow. Should be a touchdown. That's BS. I'm surprised they called that. It looked like the ref never blew the whistle on purpose. Let it play out. I don't know why that. I don't know who blew the whistle, but it certainly was not the ref that was looking at it the whole way. 3 receivers to the left. In the shotgun, takes the snap. May, going to keep it, run straight ahead, and he goes into the end zone untouched. And the Patriots, with a huge turnover, are now a 1 PAT away from tying this thing up. And that was a huge turn of events, and the Patriots get life here on the road. Great job by that offensive line. Stevenson as well gets up and makes some downfield blocks. Good down block there by number 71, and perfectly executed where Drake May takes no hits as he goes into the end zone. Here comes the extra point from Borregales. 4 seconds of the play clock. 3, 2, 1. Takes the snap, and the kick is up. The kick is good. And it is now 7-7 with 2:10 to go in the second quarter. You just get the feeling as well. This is a big opportunity for the Patriots to have a big turnaround here. It looked like they had the element of surprise with Jarrett Stidham. They didn't know exactly how they were going to be attacked. They got the early lead. They had them a little bit off balanced. Now the Patriots defense looking like they're going to be bringing some pressure, getting to Jarrett Stidham, making him be the guy that beats them consistently. And this could be the end of this nice story of Jarrett Stidham trying to replace Bo Nix. Broncos playing like that microphone cable connection. Is the connection bad? Is it been in and out or what? Or are you just making a joke from earlier? Let's not make any mic jokes today. No mic jokes today. I'm self-conscious about it. It's a brand new mic. So in the chat, I just need to know, is it being good or is it being bad? All right? Nobody, let's not make mic jokes today. Should have kicked the field goal. Yep. What was Stid thinking? Cardinals fans in the shambles. Cardinals fans in shambles. Not the Cardinals fans. It all changed when Broncos didn't take the points, yeah? Sounds good to me. Good. Good so far. Knock on wood, I like that. Appreciate all of you. All right, 67 of you in the chat. If you haven't already, hit that like button and subscribe. All right. 7-7. Broncos will get the ball back here. Broncos will only have one timeout and the 2-minute warning. Try to get into scoring position here as the Patriots will get the ball coming out of halftime. Volume is low. Turn it up. Now I can see. Are other people agreeing that the mic volume is low? All right. And it will be a touchback for Denver. So they'll get the ball at their own 35-yard line with 2:10 to go. No? Okay. Turned it up just a couple of ticks, but yeah, I don't want to turn it up too loud. It's okay, maybe. Yeah. I think your computer mic is good. It makes you look to you. Thanks, dude. All right, here we go. In the shotgun, 2 receivers each way. Stidham scanning the field. 2-minute drill. How can he do? 4-man rush, looking to throw, pumping, and here comes an. Oh my gosh! It looks almost exactly the same play, but this time he's able to escape and clearly throw it forward. All right, 2nd down and 10. They go with the exact same. I don't know if it's a check down that he's trying to get to, or if it's a screen pass he's trying to get to. But Jarrett Stidham, man, you just got to let the ball fly. All right, Jarrett Stidham. 2nd and 10 now. Stidham scanning the field in the shotgun. 3 receivers to the right. Takes the snap, looking to throw. Quick throw over to the left side. He has his man caught. Turns upfield is R.J. Harvey for a first down as Ellis makes the tackle just past the 45-yard line. And that will bring us to the 2-minute warning here in Denver. Jarrett Stidham needed that throw. He needed some sort of rhythm to get back into this game. And if Denver can take a field goal here before half or get points in general, they will feel a lot better about where they sit as the Patriots will get the ball first coming out of halftime. This QB is doing better than I thought he would. Yeah, he's doing all right. He's doing all right. I mean, I don't think he's doing like elite or anything like that, but he's doing solid. And that's all you could ask for. 9 for 16, 94 yards, a touchdown, no picks, 1 sack, 21-yard loss. And you have the fumble, of course. He's also got 3 carries for 15 yards. So it's been a little bit of a mixed bag, and that's what you would expect as out of a backup quarterback. So we got 53% of you picking the Patriots. I like it. All right, I like it. Let's do a way too early poll here. Based on what we've seen so far, is Jarrett Stidham a starter somewhere next season? Let's see how delusional some of these fans are. I don't think it's even close. I don't think he's a starter at all. But it's how many of you are Stidham believers so far? Studham. Didn't see that 50-yard pass coming? True. True. Oh, early yes is winning the vote. Uh-oh. Oh, now here come the no's. Uh-oh. He's got to win both games. Okay, okay. Well, are you predicting that? That's what this vote is kind of predicting. as well. Predict the whole thing. Like, will he be a starter in any way in your mind? Do you believe he will? Maybe it would be okay for the Raiders. Raiders are drafting a quarterback. They're getting Mendoza. Two receivers each way. Sutton in motion left to right. Scanning the field here is Stidham. 1st and 10 at the 45. Takes the snap, blitz coming. Stidham steps up, throws over the middle, and incomplete. A little bit too high and nearly interception. As number, I believe that was 21 in the secondary of the Patriots. Is that it? Yeah, I think that was Jalen Hawkins diving for the football. All right, 2nd and 10, 1:55 to go here in the second quarter. He's played 4 games, yeah. Stidham in the shotgun. Empty backfield set, takes the snap. 4-man rush. Pressure, and down goes Stidham. Christian Barmore busting through the front door. And he just comes straight through the A-gap. And it's now 3rd down and 18. That's a huge sack there for the Broncos. And the Patriots, both teams. It's obviously bad for the Broncos and great for the Patriots. 3rd down and 18 now. You got to expect some sort of draw or a screen pass going to be for Sean Payton. They want to force the Patriots to use another timeout. I don't think they're going to sit Jarrett Stidham and try to have a long developed play here as this Patriots defensive line looks like they're getting after it now. He could go to Miami and play 8 games a year. Yeah, Stidham fumbles over CJ Stroud fumbles. 3 receivers to the right. Takes the snap. 4-man rush. Looking. Quick throw underneath. It'll be caught by Ingram. Ingram. Little shake and bake. But he will not get enough. Good job there by the Patriots defense. Comes up and cleans him up. And with 1:42 to go in the second quarter, Patriots will use their 2nd timeout here. Ready to get their football before half. Try to double up here as they will get the ball coming out of halftime. Tim, are you doing the Rams game later? Yes. Broncos O-line is not helping? No. Now, this Patriots defense can absolutely get after it. They got some good guys on the defensive line. No Harold Landry today. That's a loss for the Patriots defense. But Barmore is really good. Chasen gets after it. You got Milton Williams, former Philly defensive lineman. We've seen him several times get good pressure. It's not an elite group by any means. Landry certainly would make it a very strong group, but on paper, it's not an elite group. They get a lot out of them. Here we go. It's going to be fair caught at the 10-yard line with 1:35 to go here in the second quarter. Patriots will get the ball back with 1 timeout remaining. Can Drake May attack this strong Denver defense, Broncos defense? Well, let's see what happens here. Tim, what do you think about Masters of the Universe trailer? No idea. Don't care. The problem is the 2026 draft is weak at the quarterback spot, so some teams may give him a chance better than Geno Smith of any Browns QBs. What are the Steelers going to do? Aaron is not sticking around. I mean, these are all great questions. 2 receivers each way. Takes the snap. Delayed handoff up the middle here is Stevenson. Stevenson will try to get this thing started with a gain of about 4.5. Maybe 5 depending on the spot. Clock is continuing to run. Mike Vrabel trying to scream at his offense to get moving. They do give him 5 on the spot. 3 receivers bunch to the left side. Drake May scanning the field. This is smart, though. Takes the snap. May looking, pumping, throws underneath. It'll be caught. No, it won't. Incomplete by Hunter Henry. It was smart to let that clock run a little bit. I know it's going to hurt your chances to get extra points, like a touchdown. But if you're just fine with taking a field goal, you don't want to give the Broncos a bunch more time to potentially get into field goal range themselves. 1:03 to go here in the second quarter. All right, 2 receivers each way. Drake May takes the snap, 4-man rush, quick throw to the right side. It'll be caught by Henry, and Henry will get nowhere near the first down. And now the Broncos will use their final timeout with 57 seconds, and they will have plenty of time to get into field goal range here. All right. Bears DB coach and passing coordinator Al Harris interviewed with the Titans. Uh-oh. Is that a head coaching position? Titans need a head coach, right? They're not. They didn't keep their Callahan or whoever it was, right? There's the snap. There's the kick. And it will be caught at the 41-yard line. Here's a return, and he will get to the 49-yard line. So, honestly, very good chance to get into field goal range here for Will Lutz. So at the 49-yard line, they're only going to need about 20 yards to give Lutz an opportunity here in Denver. Huge. Who's Jared Leto? I don't even know who this is. Jared Leto. What is he in? I would know. All right, here we go. In the shotgun, 2 receivers each way, takes the snap. Looking, steps up, throws underneath, and it's going to be caught by Harvey, who slips the first tackle. Shake and bake, and will get out of bounds after a gain of 11. So right now, they have a 58-yard field goal in hand if they decide to take it. He's in a lot of stuff. I don't know if I've seen really any of these movies. Yeah, I've never seen Fight Club. That'd be the most famous movie, probably. Or American Psycho. Meh, whatever. All right, here we go. 1st and 10, 3 receivers to the right, takes the snap. Play action, rolling to his right side. Looking, steps up, pressure, now escapes, now throws it away. To survive another down, here is Jarrett Stidham with 2nd and 10 now. 35 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Sean Payton, what is he going to dial up? Another 10 yards, and it's a 48-yard field goal for Will Lutz. Ooh, Titans hired Salah. That's huge. I like that hire, actually. 35 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Three receivers to the right. Stidham in the shotgun. 4 seconds. 3, 2, takes a snap. Blitz coming. Stidham, quick throw to the left side. And Sutton will make the quick grab. And it's now a beautiful 52-yard field goal for Will Lutz. A very makeable field goal. Huge. All right, 30 seconds left. Plenty of time to get tackled inbounds if you get another 10 yards or so and spike it. Jarrett Stidham barking orders here. 2 receivers each way. Soft coverage coming up from the Patriots. Takes the snap. Looking to throw. Rolling to his right side. Stidham. Stidham will pump it and go. Oh, no, you got to get rid of it. Oh, he just made it a little bit harder of a field goal for his kicker running out of bounds. Why would he lose 2 yards there? Now it's a 54-yarder instead of a 52. Still a makeable. But, man, he should have thrown that away easily instead of running out of bounds for a 2-yard loss. That was a mistake. Let's see if it cost Will Lutz with a field goal. If it hits the post, yikes. All right, here we go. This season, he's 32 for 36 with a long of 57. This one's from 54. From the right hash for Lutz. The snap, the hold, the kick is up, and the kick is just wide right. And it's no good, and it's with 20 seconds left and 1 timeout. The Patriots will need about 30 yards themselves to get in field goal range. This is dramatic final 2 minutes. Wow. Wow. The 2 yards didn't make that big of a difference, but it was certainly wide right. All right, here we go. Two receivers each way. Drake May in the shotgun. Scanning the field, takes a snap. Four-man rush. May steps up, has time, throws over the middle of the field. Just a little bit short for Kayshon Boutte. He had him open, too. That would have been able to get into field goal range with that timeout. That would have been huge. Maybe even take a shot or two at the end zone. Drake May would love to have that throwback. Just a little too short for Boutte. All right. 2nd and 10 with 15 seconds remaining. A lot of action here in the final 2 minutes, but no points so far. At their own 44-yard line. Scanning the field, 33 receivers to the right. Oh, Will Campbell gets called for a false start. That'll move him back 5 yards. All right. First-round rookie pick out of LSU. Going to get called for it. Yeah, Nick Benito has been getting pressure on him all night long. Laura Gallus getting warmed up just in case they need him. 3 receivers to the right. Takes the snap. 3-man rush, good protection. Drake May going deep and incomplete. Great job there by Surtain to not get a pass interference call on that one, and also not allow a complete pass. So 9 seconds to go. See if they do it again. Yeah, he's touched them all over the place, but he's not grabbing and pulling. No grabbing, no pulling. Just fantastic, great coverage by Surtain. He's looking for the football. He knows where the receiver is at all times. He is playing perfectly. 3rd and 15, 3 receivers to the right. Takes the snap. Looking to throw. Drake May steps up, avoids the rush. Now Drake May is going to keep it. Drake May rolling to his right side. Drake May will get... Oh, they call... it went to 0. Do they add 1 second to the clock? He slid, but depends on where they stop the clock. For now, there's 0 seconds on the clock. And now they do add a second on the clock. This is a very, very long field goal for Borregales. It is Denver. Air's a bit thinner out here. Let's see. 3, 2, 1, slide. Yeah, I think they have an argument. There should be 1 second on the clock. There you go. And he's calling timeout immediately. He was right on it. Here we go. 1 second, and they will line up for a field goal. Borregales. I'm not even sure exactly how long it is. Looks like it's at the 45, 62-ish yard field goal. It's makeable in Denver. 63 yards. He's made it from 59. So Andy Borregales has the leg. Can he do it this time? From the right side. A slight wind from right to left. The snap, the hold, the kick is up. No good. Not even a chance. Just a horrible kick right off the foot. That was a classic case of trying to put too much on it. And both kickers miss a field goal as we come to the end of the first half. We have Patriots 7, Broncos 7 here in Denver. Appreciate all of you so far that have been in the chat. 80 of you hanging out. Wow. His foot is going to shatter. Yeah, that was not a very good play for them, but it is what it is. Mike Vrabel 8-0 on the road this season. Wow, that's crazy. Tied for best for all time. 8 road games in 1 year. That is a lot. Because usually if you win that many road games, you get a home field advantage through the whole playoffs, but not in this case. The Broncos snuck that away from them. So they do have one more opportunity at a road game to potentially break the record. Yeah, 8-0 on the road all season long. That's incredible. So 9-0 would be a record for a single season road victory. Pretty awesome opportunity here. I think technically you could get one more though, since the 17th game. Like if they had 9 away games, won all of those, and then still ended up second. But yeah, Tim, who is your MVP this season? I mean, I think it's going to be Drake May, just because of how they vote it and the history of voting recently. I think it's going to be Drake May. Um, I personally like. I don't know. Like, meh. Who would I pick as the MVP? I guess it would just be by the criteria. So by that criteria, a top 2 seed in their respective conference with very strong stats gets you the reward. And so that's why Matt Stafford, to me, is not the MVP of this season, even though statistically he's had a better year. It's going to be Drake May who actually wins the award. Don't say Aubrey. No, it's not going to be a guy who didn't make the playoffs. That's insane. All right, I'm going to take a quick break through the commercial. And I am going to grab We're back, baby. We're back. All right. Still halftime in Denver. $44 of you still hanging out through halftime. Appreciate you guys being here. Take a look here at the halftime stats. Drake May, 7 for 14, 41 yards in the first half. Jarrett Stidham, 12 for 21, 123 yards and a touchdown. Both quarterbacks sacked 3 times thus far. Leading rusher in the game, R.J. Harvey, 9 carries, 29 yards. Drake May, 2 for 22 and a touchdown. Leading receiver in the game is Marvin Mims with 2 catches, 57 yards. Leading for the Patriots is Mac Hollins with 1 for 20. Cortland Sutton has the lone touchdown through the air. Cortland Sutton, 3 for 17 and a touchdown. Leading tackler in the game, Marcus Jones with 6. A couple of guys have 3 for Denver. Hufanga and Greenlaw. Sacks. You have Christian Gonzalez, Christian Ellis, and Christian Barmore. 3 Christians getting sacks on the Patriots. That's funny. All Christians. Then for Denver, you have Zach Allen, DJ Jones, and Q Robinson getting the 3 for Denver. Field goal kicking, both kickers 0 for 1 on field goals, 1 for 1 on extra points. All right. Looking at the team stats. First downs, 10 to 4 in favor of Denver. Denver right now 3 for 9 on third downs. Patriots 3 for 8 on third downs. 0 for 1 on fourth down for the Broncos. No attempts so far for the Patriots. Total yards of offense, 149 to 72. Penalties, you have 1 for 0 against Denver and 1 for 5 against the Patriots. So both teams keeping it pretty clean. And Broncos have a 3-2 lead on the time of possession, 18-12. All right, 7-7 here at halftime. Patriots will get the ball coming out of halftime. And that is where we will start. All right. 52% of you say Jarrett Stidham a starter somewhere. Wow. All right, now knowing what we know now, let's start a new poll. Now who do you have? All right. Do you have the Broncos or do you have the Patriots? I'm still sticking with the Patriots. I think that the Broncos had a cute start to the game, which they needed to have a little bit more of a lead to maintain, in my opinion. But that is also clearly me biased against Jarrett Stidham, so we'll see where that lasts. All right, about to get the second half underway. Go. Do you do your taxes early or sit on it as not to spend it? I just do it whenever I collect the stuff I need and get it rolling. So I'll probably do it sometime next month or something. I'm not the first and I'm not the last. Certainly don't wait until April to do it. So it'll be February or March. I don't even know how much I get back or don't get back anymore. I hate taxes. Like, I remember freaking listening to some people that had, like, 2 or 3 kids and talking about how, like, oh, I got $5,000 back for taxes, $6,000 back for taxes. I'm like, where's my benefit? I got, like, nothing back last year. Like, what the fudge nuggets? I got 2 kids now. Like, am I going to see a benefit? We'll see what happens this year. Last year I had a kid, but it's annoying, man. I don't know how it works. It's annoying. That's all I know. All right, here we go. Lutz to kick it away. There's the kick. And it will be caught at the 2-yard line to the right side. Little shaking and baking, and he will get tackled at the 31-yard line. I want Pats, but these close games, it's nice to see, nice to be the home team in the Broncos. That's fair. Broncos also have that first score luck so far. All right. 3 receivers bunch to the left. Quick throw over to the left side. Caught by Diggs. Diggs turns upfield. And Diggs will get it tackled for a gain of 5. 2nd and 5 coming up here for the Patriots. All right. Drake May breaking the huddle. Uh-oh. All right. Here we go. 2nd and 5. Offset I formation to the right. Takes the snap. Handoff up the middle here. Stevenson. Stevenson spins off, but cannot escape. And he will get a gain of a yard, yard and a half or so, depending on the spot. I think they re-implemented it. Good. Hopefully. All right. 3 receivers bunch to the right side. Man in motion here is Diggs. Scanning the field. Takes the snap. Handoff up the middle here. Straight ahead. And he will get the first down is Stevenson. Good job there by the offensive line, giving that crease that Stevenson needed. Stevenson, no hesitation whatsoever, uses that full momentum to make sure he gets the first down, move the chains to the New England 41-yard line. Josh McDaniel, a veteran offensive play caller in this league, has done a great job in several places he won or has gone. But obviously, New England has been where he's made majority of his bread and butter. I formation. Takes the snap. Hand off to the left side. Stevenson trying to find the edge. Nice cut to get something out of the play. It'll be a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9. Drake May. Man, 6 fumbles in the last 2 games. Wow. That's a lot. 12 and a half to go here in the third. 2 tight ends on the left, 2 receivers out wide to the right. Takes the snap, handoff up the middle here. Straight ahead is Stevenson. Stevenson will get the first down. Rumbling, bumbling, stumbling for a gain of 12. Move the chains as they cross midfield to the Denver 46-yard line. Yeah. Look at the snow coming down here in Denver. Cold out there. Stevenson goes to the sideline to put a jacket on, get warmed up a little bit. Let's see what happens here. Offset I formation to the right. Mac Holland goes in motion right to left. Tight end as an extra lineman on the right side. Takes the snap. Handoff up the middle here. Straight ahead. And he will dive ahead for a gain of 4 is Munford. Munford. He's not even listed. Wait, what? Oh, no, it changed. No, Munford was the lineman. I was like, wait, who? Sorry, Henderson was the ball carrier. I was about to say, I was like, who in the heck is Munford? Excuse me? Knew he couldn't have had that popcorn. Offset I formation to the right. Man in motion here. Takes the snap. Handoff up the middle. Now bounces it to the left, but this time nowhere to go. Loses a couple on the play at the 45-yard line now of Denver. 3rd down and 9 for the Patriots. Knew he shouldn't have had that popcorn. Oh, Butterhands? right, what do we got here? 3rd down and 9. 10.5 to go here in the third quarter. 3 receivers to the right, takes the snap. 5-man rush. May steps up, has a lane, keeps it, runs to the left, 1st down and more! Down the left side, and he goes out of bounds. Into the red zone goes Drake May. Drake May using his legs. He's up to 3 carries, 50 yards on the day so far. Drake May hasn't been that great through the air tonight. He's 8 for 15, 46 yards, but these keepers scored a touchdown with one and a big 3rd down and 9 conversion with another. In the red zone near the 17-yard line. Offset I formation to the right, takes the snap, handoff straight ahead, Stevenson. Stevenson's going to hide in the backfield and can't find any sort of lane. Gets tackled for no gain. 2nd and 10 now at the 17-yard line. Breezy from the longest yard. Fumbled and stumbled so much they use it as a play. Gotcha. 9:15 to go here in the third quarter. 2nd and 10 here for the Patriots. Drake May scanning the field. 3 receivers bunch to the right. 6 seconds to the play clock. Takes the snap. Blitz coming. May. Pressure off his back foot into the end zone and too far for Ramondre Stevenson. Benito was on the coverage there. So 3rd and 10 now for the Patriots. They just converted on 3rd and 9. Can they do it on 3rd and 10? All right. 3rd and 10. Drake May breaks the huddle. 10 seconds left. Gets set. Single back formation on 3rd and 10. Takes the snap. Play action. Looking to throw. Sets up a tight end screen. Hunter Henry hiding behind. And oh my gosh, the Broncos, like the Three Stooges, allows the 1st down. No, it's going to be a half-yard short, but they run into each other instead of tackling Hunter Henry. Oh my goodness, 4th and inches. Will the Patriots return the favor and go for it here and give the Broncos an opportunity on 4th down to get a stop of their own? Look at that. He's a half-yard shy of that 1st down marker. Pretty clear on that run. All right. 11 seconds, 10 on the play clock. They're going to hurry up to the line. Drake May under center. Looks like they might be going to the tush push. 3, 2, get set. And they're going to call timeout. So they will go to the tush push with Drake May. Do the Broncos have enough big boys up front to get the stop? With Drake May, I don't find it likely. Timeout now, your favorite? Yeah, I hate using timeouts, especially second half timeouts. Call the play and go. All right, 4th and 1. Here we go. Tush pushing it with Drake May. Will they get it? It's a big opportunity for both teams. A touchdown here would be massive for the Patriots, and a 4th down stop to return the favor for earlier would be massive for the Broncos. So this is a huge play for momentum. Under center, here's the tush push. He has 2 big boys behind him is May. May takes the snap, and Drake May fighting. Oh my gosh, does he get it? At the moment, they're going to say no, I don't think. Oh, I have no idea. And they're going to say, yes, he did get it. They will say 1st down. Wow. Let's see. I mean, good luck. Sure. I don't think he had it from that angle, but I mean, at the same time, I don't know how you really make that call. They thought they had the 4th down stop. They don't. Now in the shotgun, 3 receivers to the left, 20 seconds. They're going to hurry up. And will they call a challenge flag? It looks like yes, they will. He throws the challenge flag, and I don't know how you overturn this, but good luck, Sean Payton. And now both teams will have a timeout wasted. I don't see how you could overturn this. I don't. Where's the football? Nobody knows where the football is. Like, where exactly is it relative to the first down? I don't know how you can overturn this. The call on the field's a first down. I don't see how you possibly overturn this call. So it looks like both teams will be down to two timeouts the rest of the football game. NFL, yeah. I know you don't like the Seahawks QB, but other than that, who do you think will win? I think the Seahawks are going to win. And I think they beat whoever. I think the winner of the NFC Championship wins the Super Bowl, and I think the Seahawks are favored at big time at home. The cold, nasty weather for Matt Stafford. I think the Seahawks are clear favorites. Yeah, I don't see how you can overturn it. Yeah, he didn't get it, says Antoinette. But, I mean, that's not really the question, is how can you confirm or deny? chess eliminate opponents' timeouts. Jeez. Yeah, ruling on the field upheld. So, yeah, I mean, they had to call timeout anyway because there was so much confusion, and I don't think they had the right defensive play call. So I like the idea of throwing a challenge, see what happens, and if it turns into a timeout, whatever. But there was so much confusion on they were hurrying up to the line. What defense do we call here? What are we doing? Is it even our ball? Can they confirm this? Can they not? Like a timeout was pretty much had to be called there. But so if you were going to use a timeout anyway, you may as well use the challenge flag. It's 41 degrees in Seattle right now. Apparently that's nasty weather for Matt Stafford. Is it raining? If it's not raining, I can amend it somewhat. Seattle weather today. All right, not a chance of rain. That helps a lot. And wind is not that much. Okay, sweet. All right, I'm shocked that the rest of the country is going through a lot of rain and nastiness, and Seattle, who's known for rain and nastiness, nope, it's a clear day in January over there. They gave it to everybody else. Takes the snap, handoff up the middle. Here is Stevenson. Stevenson, not a lot of room, but he is finding some late running. Wow. And he finds a lane to get a gain down inside the 3. 2nd and goal here for the Patriots. Looked like he was going to get stuffed up at the 7, but it is a nice gain, getting him to 2nd and goal from short. Tim, the Northwest wasn't affected by the storm. Yeah, but, I mean, even if it wasn't the thunderstorm, like snowstorm, they usually get rain and nastiness. Did you get much snow? We got some snow. I mean, it's definitely covered, but it's not as much they were calling for. In the shotgun, 2 receivers each way. Drake May scanning the field. May takes the... Oh, they're going to do a direct snap to Stevenson, who muffs it, and he gets tackled for a loss. Hufanga comes flying in. Storm of the century? Yeah, not quite. Stafford used to play in cold weather. It's a non-factor. I mean, go look at his record in cold games. I don't know what to tell you. 3 receivers to the left. In the shotgun here is May. Drake May scanning the field. 5 seconds on the play clock. Takes the snap. 4-man rush. Steps up. Has time. Pumping. Now trying to escape. And he gets hit in the backfield for a 2-yard loss. And Denver's defense will stand strong and hold them to a chip shot field goal. All right, 4th and goal from the 5. When did Stafford play in the cold weather anyway? In Green Bay or something? Minnesota had a dome. I guess in Chicago as well. Twice a year, like once a year in each of those. From the right hash, we have the snap, the hold, the kick is up, and the kick is good. And it's now 10-7. Patriots on top with 5:29 to go in the third quarter. Patriots take their first lead of the game. Yeah, at first they were saying 12 plus inches here. We got an inch, lol. Still a risk for more sleet and freezing rain. Doubt I'm working tomorrow. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, they were talking about 22 to 24 inches of snow here at one point. 22 to 26 or something like that. I remember the highest number I heard potentially for this snowstorm was 26 inches. We got maybe 6. I don't know. But he played on the Lions for most of his career. Yeah, man. Yeah. If you know, you know, right? Such a random, stupid set. Morgan Moses got handled. Yeah, Morgan Moses, man, he's up there. How old is Morgan now these days? What, 34? That's my guess. 34? 34, right on the nose. Yeah, I remember when he used to play over here in the mid 2010s. How you like me now? All right, here we go. Denver will get the ball back. Now with their first deficit. Snow coming down here in Denver. Borregales to kick it away. There's the kick. And, ooh, it's not a very good. Oh, but he does stay in bounds. Great kick, actually. Goes over to the right side of the field, rather. And Badi will make the get tackled at the 23-yard line. I thought that thing was about to get way out of bounds, but somehow that thing stayed in perfectly. Great kick by Borregales. Three-point game would be too much for CJ to overcome. Let's see if that's true for Stodum. Let's see. Single back formation. McMillan, the running back. McLaughlin, rather. Gets reset. Stidham under center at the 23-yard line. Puts a man in motion here. Takes the snap. Handoff straight ahead is McLaughlin. Bouncing is it to the left. Now cuts it back up the right. And he will get a gain of 2. 2nd and 8 now at the 25-yard line. Five minutes to go here in the third quarter. Broncos play better when they are playing from behind. That's been true all year, but they did have Bo Nix when doing it. Will Stidham do the same? Stidham in the shotgun. Snow seriously coming down now. Ingram goes in motion left to right, takes the snap, looking to throw. Pumping, throws underneath. It'll be caught. Oh, no, it will not. It's dropped by McLaughlin. Somehow looked like he had a pretty easy catch there, had it in his hands, and then turned upfield, and the ball just slipped right out. I mean, how he dropped that. Brutal. Yeah, just the conditions clearly slipped out of his hands. 3rd down and 8, 4:37 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Three receivers bunch to the right side. Elijah Moore on the left. 6 seconds on the play clock. Stidham in the shotgun. 2, 1, takes the snap. Quick throw to the right, caught by Mims. Mims trying to follow his blocks, but great job by chasing him down. And coming all the way from the defensive end position, reading the play and attacking. Mims may have been able to get a first down otherwise, but instead now the Broncos will be forced to punt it away on 4th and 5 with 4:15 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Stidham, yep. There's no slip about it, Squashio. There's the punt. Rawshaw going to get it all the way back to the 20-yard line for Jones, and he gets tripped up immediately. Great job by the Broncos coverage team. That is Chris Abrams-Drain making the quick tackle. And the 21-yard line is where the Patriots will start this next drive. Dome would have been so nice. Yeah. But people like this stuff. They love the cold weather in January. I think that's probably the biggest disappointment is that, like, not only are some games decided by weather, there's so many playoff games. Like, the most important games of the season are decided by weather. That sucks. Like, when was that? Who played in that New York one? That New York Super Bowl? New York hosted Super Bowl. That was the Seattle versus Broncos Super Bowl. Cold weather venue held the game. Yeah, like, did that affect a team like the Broncos there? Like, I don't know what Peyton Manning's cold weather record was, but obviously, especially aging in his career, probably would have been a lot better for a Peyton Manning to be in a dome or in a Florida game to face that Seattle defense rather than a cold tundra. People like the cold weather games in their homes, yes. Yes, that is a distinction that is true. So theoretically, since field goal attempts in domes are easier to make, if Denver builds a dome stadium, could 70-yard field goals be much easier? Yeah, probably. Offset I formation to the right. Drake May under center takes the snap. Play action, looking to throw. May throws it over to the right side, a little bit too low, looking for Boutte. 5 targets to Kayshon Boutte with 1 catch today. The pass game for the Patriots has been essentially non-existent this evening, but yet they find themselves with a lead. Defense and a little bit, not even that much run game either. It's really just off the legs of May. But they do have 20 attempts, sticking to that run game. Here we go, 2nd and 10. 3:46 to go here in the third. May in the shotgun. 2 receivers each way. Takes the snap. 5-man rush. He's pumping. He escapes. Drake May keeps it again, and Drake May uses his legs again. And it is a gain of 13 to move the chains here for the Patriots. Would they have played the game today if it was at Foxborough? I think so. Denver's built for playing outdoor. Drake May, 64 yards on the ground. He's got more rushing yards than passing yards this late in the game. Single back formation, man in motion here is Hooper from left to right. 3 receivers to the right side, takes the snap. Handoff up the middle here, and Surtain makes the initial hit, and number 96 cleans him up. That'll be a gain of 4. Number 96 is Ioma Iwazurike. 2nd and 5 here for the Patriots. They're at their own 38-yard line. That's because of the money. All the money in the hot chocolates, of course. Right. Goes under center here is May. Offset I formation to the right. Takes the snap. Handoff. Oh, flea flicker. Drake May has a little bit of pressure. Gets hit as he throws. But he caught it anyway. Is Max Holland. Mac Hollins. Bang! 31-yard completion on the flea flicker. That is incredibly blocked by the Patriots. That was a long-developed play. Wow, Singleton getting a little pressure. I don't even know if he actually did get hit or not, but Singleton was so close. And a great throw by Drake May, just drops it in the bucket. And that's a big first down for New England at their own 31-yard line. Excuse me, at Denver's 31. Takes the snap. Handoff up the middle here is Stevenson. Stevenson will try to drag the pile, moving the pile. Great job for a gain of about 4 to the 27-yard line. 2nd down and 6 coming up. Level the guy on the sideline. 2nd and 6. Second half, New England's dominating so far in the second half. Man in motion here is Diggs from right to left. 2nd and 6 takes the snap. Blitz coming, quick throw to the right side, and just too far outside for Booty. Not sure if it got hit or just slipped out of his hands in this nasty, cold, snowy weather that Denver is getting now. With under a minute to go here in the third quarter. 3rd down and 6 for New England. All right, 3 receivers to the left. Will Borregales be able to make a field goal in this weather? Takes the snap. Hand off to Stevenson. Stevenson has nowhere to go. Maybe back to the line of scrimmage. 4th down and 6 now. It would be a 46-yard attempt for Borregales. And this nasty, cold, snowy weather, wind going sideways. Borregales this would be a huge field goal to force Denver to either get 2 field goals of their own to tie or need a touchdown to take the lead as we're about to go into the 4th quarter. 46 yards. Borregales from the right hash. He gets lined up. We have snap, the hold, the kick is up, and the kick is no good. Wide right. It hit the net, so it was relatively close, but not close enough. And now with 11 seconds to go here in the third quarter, Denver will get the ball back, currently down by 3. Why even kick it? Yeah. I like the games played in the elements. Everything in the dome is boring. Boring. Who wants to watch actually good, technically sound football? We want to watch a mess in the snow. He missed again, yeah. I mean, that was nasty weather. Not easy field goals that he just attempted twice. The one was from 63 yards out, and this one from 46 yards out with the snow literally going sideways, it looked like. Last year's Commanders-Lions game at Ford Field was far from boring. Yeah. Yeah. We've seen some great Super Bowls in domes. All right. So we'll be taken over on downs at the 36-yard line of the Patriots. Excuse me, of Denver. Denver will get the ball. Down by 3 when we will quickly go into the fourth quarter. So we're getting a commercial break right now. We got to make sure of that just before we go into another commercial break at the end of the quarter. Who wants to pay a lot of money for a ticket, drive in crappy weather, and drive back with bad weather and drunks on the road? Yeah, it's. I mean, that doesn't matter if it's in a dome or not, though. That's in a dome or not a dome. All right, here we go. Woof. Wow. New England had dominated the time of possession. Denver only had the ball 1 minute and 39 seconds in that third quarter. All right, offset I formation to the right side at their own 36-yard line. Moore goes in motion left to right. Kill, 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 kill. Takes a snap, handoff up the middle here, and Harvey will dive ahead for a gain of 2. Did he mention? I was talking in the middle of that. Did Romo mention last year's divisional round game with the Rams and the Eagles, or did he act like this has never happened before? Such a crazy change in a game with the weather. I mean, that's exactly what happened last year in the Rams Eagles game. It started with a beautiful day and then ended with a snowy mess. But I'm sure every Denver fan braving the elements actually believes he/she is willing their team to victory. Yep. You just created a new version of GTA 6. Sounds fun. What up, Johnny? Thanks for the top of the line coverage for us all the times. Who do you got here? I got the Patriots winning it. I'm rooting for Denver, but I got the Patriots. I don't think they do it with Stidham. I just don't believe in Stidham, man. Romo doesn't prepare Tim. I mean, I certainly took my notes, right? No, I don't take notes. I don't really prepare either. Do you guys feel like I'm prepared walking into this? Because I don't prepare like at all. Tim should call the play-by-play outside. Yeah. Remember a high school game, 19 degrees. It was raining and sleeting, and my high school won. Chilly but fun. There you go. Hey, core memory there. What do you mean I'm not prepared? I seem very prepared at all times. I never miss a pronunciation. I always know what college they're from immediately, the first time, not the second. Okay? I know them all, okay? Like, Pig's just a hater, bruh. Tim prepares by singing in the shower. There you go. Absolutely not. Hit him down like a whack-a-mole. No shot. Here we go. All right, Stidham in the shotgun. Third down, second and 9. Stidham. Three receivers bunch to the left side, takes the snap, play action. Quick throw to the left side, caught by Mims. Mims trying to follow his blocks, and he goes out of bounds for just a gain of 2. They're using the virtual lines on the screen. Interesting. I don't even know how many of us are in the chat right now. How are we doing in the chat? We got... Is it... Oh. It's 71 of you. Appreciate you. Here we go. In the shotgun, third down and 7. Takes the snap, drops back to pass. Looking, quick throw to the right side. Back shoulder for little Jor Humphrey, and complete. 4th and 5. And Denver will be forced to punt. Here we go. Here comes the punt on 4th and 7. Still a 3-point game as we're in the 4th quarter. There's the snap, and there's the kick. And, oh, wait, does that actually go in? Is it a touchback? Oh, great punt, but I shouldn't say a great punt because it didn't go where he wanted, but it was almost a perfect coffin corner there punt. But instead, it takes a bad bounce and into the end zone, and it is now at the 20-yard line where they will start this next drive. Why not hire Greg Williams as the Commanders' DC? He could be this could be his redemption arc. Use the team that snubbed him to get back into the NFL. Greg Williams is not young. He was in his 50s back then. What is he now? 72? Like, I think we could go to somebody other than him, right? All right, he's 69. So he was a little bit younger when I thought back in the mid-2000s, but still, like, 67 years old. I think we could do a little better than that, potentially, but whatever. If we brought in Greg Williams, that's fine. I would love Greg Williams as DC. Yeah. How do these refs know where it went out? Yeah, I don't know. It's close. I mean, I'm assuming they probably have better vision in real life than we do on these TVs, so you could probably see where it bounces right there in front of them. You don't have to be young to be an effective DC. Yeah, no, that's true. You don't have to. Packers hired your boy Jonathan Gannon, Tim, so I am staying a Commanders fan. There you go. Congratulations. Greg Williams over Jim Zorn. I mean, is that really a comparison that we need to be discussing in 2026? Greg Williams said he has 40 defensive packages now. Fair enough. All right, here we go. Drake May and the offense coming back onto the field here at their own 20, up by 3. It's 14-11 to go in the fourth quarter. Here come the Patriots. Did you want Jonathan Gannon? I did. Hooper in motion, stays on the left side. I formation. Takes the snap. Hand off to the left side. Cuts up the middle. Here is Stevenson. Stevenson! And, oh, no, it's not fumbled. Good. He hang on to it. Stevenson, I thought the defender came in swinging out there to try to strip him at the end. But Stevenson using his powers here. This is exactly why you have a guy like Stevenson to pair him up with Henderson, is when you need him to grind out that fourth quarter as the defense gets a little tired. That's the kind of big body running back Stevenson is. I formation here. Takes the snap. Hand off to the right side is Stevenson. Stevenson will get tackled this time for just a gain of 1. Good job there by Allen to get back in the play. So 2nd and 9 coming up here for the Patriots. The Broncos got to pick it up. I mean, it's only a 3-point game. They're not down by a lot. They just got to continue to play their game and see if they can get a lucky bounce somewhere. Single back formation. 2 receivers each way. Takes the snap. Handoff up the middle here is Stevenson. Stevenson with a nice jump cut to fall forward for a gain of about 4.5 or so to the 37-yard line. So 3rd down and 4 coming up here for the Patriots. This is a big opportunity for Denver to get off the field. Patriots want to grind this down and use up as much clock as possible in this second half. This would be huge. Two running backs in the backfield. May scanning the field. 1 receiver each way. Takes the snap. 4-man rush. Has all day. Directing traffic. Now the pressure comes late, and down goes May! And a sack to put an exclamation point on that 3rd down. And the Patriots will punt it away here with 12 minutes to go in the 4th. Yeah, look at that. Great coverage on that end. Surtain and company over here. A little zone defense. They were locking them up. Good job by that Denver defense. All right, here we go. Punting it away with 4:12 to go here in the fourth quarter. There's the snap. There's the kick. Not a very good punt, and it bounces out of bounds near the 31-yard line. Not bad considering the circumstances. So it'll be the 30 they're going to mark it at. So 30-yard line for the Broncos at their own 30. Here we go. This is hilarious that 2 years removed from Belichick, the Patriots are 12 minutes from a Super Bowl appearance. Yeah. How did Bo get hurt? He twisted an ankle on the second to last play, I think. How many sacks is that? Drake May has been sacked 5 times thus far. Dirty Bills. Someone said Bo got hurt taking a knee. My understanding, it was the play before the completion, is what Sean Payton said. Now, Sean Payton may have been wrong. I don't know. He was on John Keim Report about a week ago. Greg Williams. Interesting. Bo's status is out. He had surgery. He is done for the playoffs. All right. Man, and what would he do to get that field goal back from earlier that he decided not to kick? Happened on the play after the first DPI. It was designed QB run to the left. Bo got taken down for a 2-yard loss. Oh, okay. Yeah, that was the play before the big play. Yeah, that's what Sean Payton said. Isn't Greg Williams' son a defensive coordinator? Is he? I don't know. Here we go. Ball on the 30. In the shotgun to Stidham, takes the snap, fakes the throw, and hands it off to Harvey, who gets around the edge and actually gets near the first down marker. RJ Harvey turning on the Jets there. Looked like he was going to be tackled for a loss, and instead is a 9-yard gain. How did he run away from it like that? RJ Harvey. That was incredible. Second and 1. 11 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Single back formation. 2 receivers each way. Man in motion is Mims from left to right. Takes the snap. Handoff up the middle here. Bouncing it to the left side. Harvey zigging and zagging. Not much there. Loses about a half yard on the play. Third down and short coming up here for the Broncos. And Belichick won 4 whole games in North Carolina. Karma. Third down and 1. 10-15 to go here in the fourth quarter. Instead of in the shotgun, 2 receivers each way. Badi in the motion. Now comes back into the backfield, takes the snap, handoff up the middle to him, and he gets the first down for a gain of about 3 on the play to the 42-yard line of the Broncos. They're going to want to score a touchdown here. At what yard line do you feel comfortable sending a kicker out here? The 20? Like a 35-ish yarder? Maybe 40 and under? You would feel okay about it? All right. Offset I formation to the left side. 3, 2, 1. Takes the snap. Play action. Stidham has time. Now rolling to his right. Couldn't find anybody. Barmore chasing him, and he just has to get rid of it. And it's now 2nd and 10 at their own 42 for the Broncos. Do you think the Rams Seahawks score 50-plus combined? I need more action. I think that's a pretty safe bet. I mean, it's close. I mean, it was, 21-19 in the first one. That's 40 points. And then the next one, there was a complete shootout in overtime, 38-37. So it's 50-50, it looks like. 3 receivers to the right side, and the shotgun here. Scanning the field here is Stidham. 7 seconds to the play clock. Stidham, empty backfield. Takes the snap, pumping, quick throw to the right side, and he's going to get blown up on the screen pass. Evan Ingram, they were all over that one. And it's now 3rd down and 10 here for the Broncos. How bad is the snow on the field? It doesn't look great. It's not super thick, but it's covered. The whole field is essentially covered now, minus, some areas where the offensive line has clearly done some damage. Chasen, man. I like this kid. I know nothing about Chasen except for, the last couple of times I've watched him this year. Is he a rookie? How old is this guy? He was over at the Raiders. He's 26 years old. He plays great. Takes the snap as Stidham. Stidham, a little bit of pressure, stepping up, throws on the move, and it will be caught by Elijah Moore, but not near the first down marker. 4th and 5 now at their own 47. And it looks like they're going to have to punt it away. See if their defense can't win it for him, man. That's what has gotten them here, is the defensive side of the football. Crawshaw, the rookie, coming back in to punt it away. He's punted it quite a few times today already. You have 6 punts for Crawshaw, 6 punts for Behringer. So this will be number 7 for Crawshaw. There's the snap, and there's the punt. Sending it all the way back and out of bounds inside the 10. Another good punt there by Crawshaw. Let's see where they're going to finally call it at the 9. So the 9-yard line is where Drake May and the offense will come back onto the field. Drake May, if he can get a couple of first downs, that would put a lot of pressure on this Denver team. What's up, Joey? I love you, Tim. This snow is sweet. Oh, snap. Joe in the house, loving the snow. What an adjustment by the Patriots defense, giving up the TD on the first drive of the game. Yeah, I mean that's not completely shocking, if you will, but yes, it's a testament to who they are. They are a strong defensive unit. Mike Variable and this company knows what they're doing, and they've made their adjustments and slowed them down a lot. I mean, imagine if they didn't fumble the ball at the frickin' 12-yard line. That's the major difference, right? The adjustment was the weather. I think it was before the weather happened, but yes, the weather certainly not helped the Broncos. Today's playing conditions, if Frozen's Elsa and Tony Montana had a baby. Yeah, that fumble was huge for the Patriots. They've struggled to move the ball all day. Elsa is MVP. That's a good one. I want this bad boy to go to the OT and see Peyton/Vrabel chess match more. There you go. It is a good battle between two really strong head coaches in the league. It's very true. Gambling influencer Will Vegas said he was heading for a Ohio's casino this morning and definitely thinking about betting under 45 on Denver game. Wow. Well, there you go. Hopefully he did it for his sake, I guess. 1st and 10, 8:21 to go here in the 4th quarter. Single back formation. Drake May scanning the field. Takes the snap. Oof, slipped. And Drake May will slip. Wow, talk about three stooges out here. Ramondre Stevenson slips as he was about to go after the football. Drake May adjusts and turns, and then he slips onto the ground. It's stuff like this that makes me say, yeah, I'm not interested in snow games. I would rather watch this game one on the merits of these two teams playing actual football and not slip and slide here. Single back formation. 2nd and 13, takes the snap. Handoff up the middle is Stevenson. Stevenson will get tackled, brought down. to get a couple of those yards, just lost back to the 7-yard line by Surtain, and it's now 3rd down and 11. Sack number 6, my prediction. Will that count as a sack? Yeah, I don't think that's going to count as a sack because it was a designed run play. Tim, do you even watch the Three Stooges? No. I just think about how stupid stuff happens all the time, and they just slip and do stupid stuff. That's just, in my head, that's what Three Stooges means. Even though I was told I look like one of them, the balder one or something. Takes the snap, rolling to his right immediately, throws on the move, and just gets rid of it over Boutie's head. 4th and 11 with 7:01 to go here in the 4th. I haven't watched an episode of Three Stooges in a long, long time. Should have kicked the field goal in the first half. Yeah. That's the difference in this game. The fumble more than the weather. Yeah, it was huge, man. Huge, huge, huge for the Denver's team. All right, here we go. 7:01 to go in the 4th quarter. About to punt it away. Mapu gets set up. Now takes the snap. And there's the punt from Behringer, and it's not a good punt at all. Oh, no. That puts them at the New England 33-yard line. And as it currently sits, they have a 51-yard field goal in hand currently. Maybe the 33. Wow. Terrible punt from Behringer in that moment. All right, here we go. That's right, Denver and these teams that go for it early when they just need to kick field goals and take the points. Yep. It takes a lot of maturity by May to protect the ball. I think Jaden has yet to reach that level in his game. Maybe. I see what you're saying, though. Hey, Mo. Yeah, I think that's the one. I think you're right. Mo is the one they say I look like. Yeah, May was so mature with his overthrown ball. Yeah. 1st and 10. 7 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter. Can Denver get in the end zone here? Look at that. They got leaf blowers getting the every 10-yard line, 5-yard lines. All right. Here we go. Single back formation. Under center, takes the snap. Handoff to the right side is Harvey, and Harvey's going to get tackled for a loss. Number 95 for the Patriots comes screaming through the gap. And that is Kairos Tonga. Some games are fun. I love it when the players make snow angels. Yeah. All right. Here we go. 2nd and 12 now. 2 receivers each way. Stidham in the shotgun. Stidham scanning the field. 7 seconds, takes the snap. 4-man rush. Quick throw out there to the left side is Harvey. Harvey will make the first guy miss, and he gets tackled for no gain by Davis. So now it's 3rd down and 12. I mean, it's a 53-yard field goal where it currently sits, and you are not attempting a 53-yard field goal in this weather. Under 6 minutes to go here in the 4th. You look like Curly more than Mo? Okay, then I don't know which one I look like. I don't remember which one's name is then. Maybe it is Curly. Is Curly the balder one? The one that doesn't really have hair, I think. Here we go. 3 receivers to the right in the shotgun. Takes the snap, looking to throw. Pumping. Stidham keeps it. Stidham has room to run, and now he slides. Good job there by the safety Hawkins, screaming up out of the nowhere to make sure he doesn't get the first down. I thought he had a lane to potentially get a first, but Hawkins does a great job coming from the backside safety, front side safety position, and make sure he cannot get there, chasing in there as well. All right, it's a 46-yard attempt. Do they send out Lutz to tie this up? Yes, they do. Will Lutz. This is a huge opportunity to send this thing to a tie game. 46-yard attempt. He missed from 54 before half from the right hash. The wind is right behind him. The snap, the hold, the kick is up, and the kick is no good! Wide left! And he just pulls it, and the Patriots take over at their own 36-yard line. Wow, 4:42 to go in the fourth quarter. We got an ugly one here, to say the least. Yikes. Tim's more shimp than Curly. Now nobody knows what I look like. Well, right now I have a beard, so it's going to be harder to see. It's the one on the top left here. What is this one? Curly. It's Curly. Yeah, was this a... But I have a beard right now, so... Here we go. I formation. Takes the snap. Quick throw to the left. Or should be handoff to the left side. And we'll dive ahead for a gain of 2. 4.5 to go in the fourth quarter. Appreciate all of you hanging out in the chat right now. We got 90 of you. If you haven't already, hit the like button and subscribe. Was it short or left or right? It was to the left. He shanked it to the left. Single back formation. 38 in the backfield. Ramondre Stevenson takes the snap. They hand it off to him, and he gets hit in the backfield, but bounces off the first tackler, and then the cavalry comes to clean him up. Singleton and a big boy number 97 in there as well for the Broncos. That was Malcolm Roach. All right, 3rd down and 9. And the weather doesn't look not bad right there in that angle. The weather doesn't look bad at all. On this camera, it looks awful. 3rd down and 9. 3.5 to go here on the 4th. I formation here. Takes the snap. Handoff to the right side is Stevenson, and Stevenson will get tackled for no gain. And it looks like this might be it for the Broncos. They will have at least one more opportunity, and a second opportunity may not come. So now it's do or die for Jarrett Stidham and the Broncos, who haven't scored since, I believe, their second drive of the game. They had a quick 3-and-out to start, got the ball back the second time, drove down the field with a nice pass from Jarrett Stidham, took the early lead 7-0, and the Patriots have fought their way back to have their lead now with 3:11 to go. So 45 is still makeable. Yeah, 45 was makeable. Yeah, he just pulled it. I mean, he had the wind behind him and everything. He really just needed a little chip shot. It was like a 15-mile-an-hour wind behind him. He just needed to really just get the ball under the air straight, but a little bit too much robotics to make sure he doesn't slip, and unfortunately, he pulled it to the left. The punters are punting in work today. Yep, putting in work today. Yeah. Creed Humphrey is Tim's twin. Yeah, Creed Humphrey's another good one. All right. 3:11 to go in the fourth. There's the snap. There's the punt. And it will go out of bounds. Not give Mims an opportunity here. What is that? The 25-ish yard line? I can't tell with all of the shenanigans of the snow. I think that's roughly the 25. No, they're going to say it's the 30. And they're going to add 2 more yards. So the 32-yard line is where the Broncos will have one more opportunity to take the lead back. I guess they could settle for a tie, but with this conditions, and you can see it, they want a touchdown here. Here we go. Jarrett Stidham goes into the shotgun. 2 receivers each way. Denver Broncos, 13 comeback wins this season. Do they have one more in them? 3 receivers to the left. Kill, 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 says Stidham. 12 seconds to the play clock. Takes the snap. 4-man rush. Stidham steps up. has time. Now he's going to shovel past it to the right side and caught by Harvey, and he's going to get tackled for no gain. Good defense coming from the Patriots on the back end. Stidham not able to find anybody, it looks like. No one can plant their feet throwing. Yeah. It's crazy bad conditions right now. 2 receivers each way. In the shotgun here is Stidham. 10 seconds on the play clock. 9, 8. Man in motion here is Sutton from right to left. Gets reset. 3 seconds of play clock. 2, 1. Takes the snap. Looking. 5-man rush. Going deep down the right sideline. And it is intercepted by Christian Gonzalez. Christian Gonzalez, just an easy interception there. And Denver's chances of going to the Super Bowl are starting to fade. Christian Gonzalez had a struggle fest early in the game. Now in this nasty weather, comes up with a big potential game-icing interception as they will get this on their own 36-yard line. Christian Gonzalez, first-round pick out of Oregon, doing a great job. That's what they get. Go Pats. Yep. Here we go. 2:11 to go here in the fourth quarter. Bet Tim's electricity on the Broncos like I wanted. I formation. Takes the snap. Handoff up the middle here is Stevenson. Stevenson barreling forward. Hanging on to that football, and he will get a gain of about 4 on the play at their own 40. And that will bring us to the 2-minute warning here in Denver. So they can stop the clock one more time. They will get a ball maybe with a minute left. This Patriots defense has been all over the place today, though. I mean, again, since that first drive where they didn't know exactly what they were going to get hit with, they've made adjustments. The weather's turned to their side, and it's been all Patriots defense from then on out, including a big sack fumble. Replay your reaction of Commanders picking Forbes over Gonzo. Hopefully Seattle wins later today. Yeah, I think Seattle's going to win, but I want the Rams to win. What up, RKK? How you doing, Tim? I haven't chatted since the Commanders-Lions game last year. Wow. Well, appreciate you being here. But Bo was in it. I think Denver would have won, but you never know exactly. The Christian Gonzalez guy is good. I wonder what pick he was taken at. I don't know, man. It's a great question. That's a give me for Gonzalez. Yeah, it was a easy interception there for Jarrett Stidham to Gonzalez for sure. Tim, considering that last power outage, look into diesel generator and Starlink for next season, just in case. I had a okay. All right, here we go. Patriots can at least get it down to about a minute and 10 to a minute, somewhere between a minute and 10 left. Look at that. Like, the weather does not look bad at all with that camera. That camera looks so clear. Then the main camera that they show everybody else, it's like, what in the world? I can't see nothing. I live in North Seattle, so it's kind of funny how I feel out of place asking a Skins fan. Oh, you're good. I formation here. Takes the snap. Handoff up the middle here is Stevenson. Stevenson will get tackled for no gain. So the clock will stop with 1:56. So you think about 3 seconds off the clock plus 40 seconds. That'll put him at minute and 13 plus the punt. Maybe another 8 seconds or so off of that. So they'll have the ball somewhere around 1:05, assuming no first downs. I like the idea right now of Josh McDaniels going for a pass here. As crazy as that sounds, I like the idea of passing because your defense is going to have to get a stop no matter how you slice it. You're not really worried about the punt, or like the punt, and you're not really worried about the field goal. For a passing first down here ices the game. I would like to throw it here, honestly, with Drake May, and Drake May even be able to run it for a first down at that point. Here we go. I formation here. Takes the snap. Play action. May rolling to his left. May trying to find the outside. May first down! Game over! And the Patriots are going to the Super Bowl! They keep it in Drake May's hands, and the legs win the game. Great play action call by Josh McDaniels. I absolutely love it. They go with the play action route, and Drake May left wide open, and that's a first down, and Mike Vrabel will be taking his team to the Super Bowl. Now they got victory formation, 3 kneel downs. This game is over. Patriots move on with a 10-7 victory. What's the flag here? Was a delay of game before they did it? No, encroachment. That's just unsportsmanlike conduct. It's disgusting, but nonetheless, hey, dude, DJ, I understand you're trying to do anything and everything, but you're trying to get somebody hurt when this game is over. All they have to do is literally take the ball and kneel it. There's nothing you can do to stop it. I understand he's desperate. He's upset that he's one game away from the Super Bowl. He's not going to give up, but hopefully he just doesn't hurt anybody diving at ankles or something stupid. Yeah, okay, there you go. Now this time he does not dive at people's feet. All right, here you go. Game, set, match. The Patriots will be heading to the Super Bowl to face the winner of the Seattle Seahawks versus the Los Angeles Rams. There you go. Levin Stanwood. I played y'all's youth football team in 7th grade back in 2019. That's funny. Awesome. Well, this game is over. They just got to kneel it 2 more times, so appreciate this. Everybody hanging out in the chat. If you haven't already, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, all that good stuff. I'm going to get off for this one, and I will see you guys in a bit for game number 2, where the Seattle Seahawks will host the Los Angeles Rams. Should be a great game, and see you then. Until next time. See ya!